Good morning, good morning. It looks like I'm just by myself today. I'm guessing a lot of you are at super weekend events. I'm not hosting one until tomorrow, so I'm gonna get this party started. What I have planned is a Tabata style workout for 20 minutes. Instead of doing like 4-minute circuits, I'm doing one move for 2 minutes, and the interval is gonna be 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So I'm going to start with a warm up. So we'll jog in place, start bringing heart rate up, warming our bodies up. As you can see, I still have my hoodie on right now. It's about 52 degrees in my garage, which is not bad actually. It gets a lot colder in here in the winter. Then we have a little bit longer of a dance party in the morning. Get the blood pumping. Couple more seconds. All right, let's plant our legs, bring them out wide. We're gonna do lunging side pulse or side pulse lunge. There hasn't been any coffee or pre this morning, so there's gonna be a little mix up of words. All right, go ahead and bend to the middle. Try and get low so you can feel that stretch in the hamstrings. And walk your hands over to the right. And walk them over to the left. And back to the middle. Bring those feet in. Slowly roll up. Do a quick quad stretch. So grab your foot behind you. If you can't grab your foot, just bring it up as high as you can. Biggest thing is you want to make sure your knees are together. So you don't want them out like this or uneven. Bring those knees together. Push your hips forward. That's how you're going to feel that stretch there. Switch sides. Scratching my throat this morning. I'm gonna drink some more water. All right, let's do some arm circles forward. And reverse. All right, so we will get started with the workout. This first one will warm up a little bit more with the move, but we're gonna be doing punch jacks. So stand with your feet together, hands up in guard. You're gonna jack your feet out, right arm punch, come back together. Jack your feet out, left arm punch. So a punch with each jack. If you want to take the impact out, step it out, okay? But still want to see active arms, active legs, okay? So hopefully you can hear my timer. If not, I will call it out as well. We'll get started in 5, 4. All right, so we're here for 20 seconds. All out for 20 seconds, and then I get 10-second break. And rest. 10 seconds. Shake it out. Do a little dance move in between. All right, back to work. And rest. This is my favorite BPM, 128. All right, back to work. It's not too frantic crazy, but just sped up enough that you really get moving. All right, rest. Last 20 seconds coming up, so you already warmed up. All right. So punch, 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 jack, jack. All right, rest. 30 seconds here in between moves. So next move, we're gonna be down on the ground in a bear stance. So remember, bear, all fours, wrist, elbows, shoulders lined up, knees slightly elevated. And then we're gonna be doing shoulder taps. If you need to, put your knees down for little intervals to reset. We will have those 10 seconds rest. But we're getting started in 1 second. Here we go. All right, so up in bear stance, and then tap, tap. Take it slow. We're not rushing through this one because we want to make sure we're keeping good form. Our back is straight, knees slightly elevated, and trying not to rotate those hips as much as possible. All right, knees down, rest. Gonna get a little bit of volume here. Next one. All right, so back in that bear stance, tapping those shoulders. I show from the side, those knees just slightly elevated. And my wrists, elbows, shoulders all in alignment. And rest. The other thing too is we want to make sure that we're looking slightly ahead of us, not back at our legs, not straight down to the ground, because then we start to arch our back, crane our neck. We don't want to do that. So just like maybe 12 inches in front of you is a great place to look. That helps to keep you in better alignment. All right, rest. I think that was our third, right? So we got one more coming up. I'm gonna face forward for this one. Knees up and tap, tap. Almost there. And rest. 30 seconds here. All right, next move, we're gonna be going into squat side kick. So feet hip width apart, squat down. We're coming up, side kick. Okay, so squat, come up, side kick. Squat, alternate legs, side kick to the other side. With your arms, basically do whatever you want. It's helpful on that side kick to kind of angle out. You can also put your arm out just as like a counterbalance. But we're into that work. So we're squatting, side kick. And rest. 10 seconds here. All right, back to work. So squat, get low. Remember with those squats, knees tracking over our toes, but we're trying to get parallel to the ground. Oh, at this angle, get a shot of my cool green bottoms, my shoes. These are my green and gold leprechauns. I'm part leprechaun, so. All right. And rest. Actually, my ancestry, to bring it up sometime. We're back to work in 3, 2, 1. All right, squat, side kick. Remember, we're alternating those side kicks. I knew I at least a little bit Irish. And I'm basically Irish, Scottish, and English. I have a little bit of French, tiny little bit. All right, 30 seconds rest here. And a little bit of Dutch, but my Dutch actually comes from English settlers that moved to Holland before coming over on the Mayflower. So that's how white I am. All right, next move is gonna be, I don't know what to call this one, but it's kind of like a child's pose almost, but not all the way to a push-up. So we'll start in a plank. I'm just gonna walk you through this first 20 seconds. So we're in that plank position. We push back, bend our knees. Our knees are not touching the ground though. Then we're coming back to plank, push up. Reach back, back to plank, push up. So you're almost going into like a child's pose stretch, but our knees stay elevated. All right, rest. Hopefully you can see that. I'm gonna move back for this one a little bit. Okay, so starting in that strong plank, reaching back, bending your knees, coming forward, push up. Reach back, forward, push up. And one last push up in there, rest. Woo. Feeling those shoulders now. Still my quads too, but always my quads. All right, so plank, push back, forward, push up. I tend to be quad dominant in a lot of exercises, so it's something I really have to focus on. Engaging, rest my glutes and my hamstrings more when necessary. But it makes for some very nice defined quads. All right, last 20 seconds here. We're pushing back, forward, push up. Back, forward, push up. Back, forward, push up. All right, rest. All right, so next move, we're gonna go back to some squats. So we're gonna squat, come up part way, squat again, and then jump together. I'm gonna show that a little bit quicker. Okay, so squat, squat, in, out to squat, squat, in. So it's a little squat pulse, jump in together. Okay, pencil. So out, squat, squat, in, squat, squat, in. This one's a little bit harder to do than me, so just go at your own pace. Chest up in those squats, even if we lose some of our range of motion, and rest. Drink so I can keep doing the talking. And we're back to work. So squat, squat, pencil. So again with those squats, we're going squat down. So squat, slightly up, squat back down, feet together. Squat, squat, feet together, and rest. So in between those, we're not coming up all the way, it's a pulse. So you're coming up slightly, back down. Back to work, squat, squat, together. And once you get that movement down, you can speed it up a little bit. 5 more seconds here. And rest. 3 down, 1 to go. See if we can get a little deeper in that squat this time. All right, so squat, squat, together. All right, 5 more seconds. And I hesitated on that one. Trying to talk and squat at the same time apparently wasn't happening. All right, rest. Next move, back down on the ground. we're gonna do a bear, but opening up to the side. So kind of like a world's greatest stretch. Show you, we'll be in that bear. Again, tap your knees down when you need to. Move back so you can see my hands. In the bear, and then we're opening up to the side, okay? Obviously, your body is rotating on this one. It's not anti-rotational, okay? So we're into the work. So bear, open up. So your feet are pivoting behind you, kind of almost like when you're doing a side plank and your feet go to the side. They don't have to go all the way down like that. All right, rest. Show from the side for this one. All right, back down that bear and knees up. Then I'm opening up. So you see my feet rotate. Not setting my butt on the ground, unless of course you need to do that for a quick little reset. But I'd rather see you keep the butt up off the ground and then just reset on your knees when you come back to bear. Go ahead and rest. 2 more. Reaching our arms to the sky. All right, bear. And rotate. Reach up. And look to the sky when you're reaching. What am I? I'll tell you in a second. All right, rest. Good shift shop. One of the lines I always remember is when they're doing the sit-up reaches, reset to bear, knees up, and everybody's doing their sit-up and reach. And Chris asks, what are you reaching for? Same different goals. And then one lady says, I'm reaching for some abs. And I just have that sound bite like in my head. It's one of those ones. All right, rest. 30 seconds here. I'm reaching for some abs. It's one of those earworms. I just hear it all the time. All right. Next, we're gonna go to a pulse lunge and then switch legs. So we'll go back into a lunge position. 2 little lunges here, and then we'll jump and switch. Again, this one, you can pulse, feet together, and step it back. I just wanna see if you are stepping instead of jumping, stay low. Don't stand up out of it. But we're already into it. So I'm gonna go. And rest. So just one more time with that modification. So you pulse, you can do less range of motion too. If you're just here, that's fine. Step together, keep that butt low. Don't stand up out of it, okay? And then step back. Again, we're into the time. Cheat myself on this one. All right, rest. I think we got 2 more left. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna go to the front this time. Okay, so lunge, lunge, jump and switch. And when you're landing, you're going straight into that first lunge, okay? Absorbing some of that impact. You don't wanna land with rigid legs. You wanna be into that bend already. And rest. 10 seconds. Okay, so definitely 1 more left. Get back into that lunge. And pulse, pulse, switch. Switch. If you've been stepping out the whole time, try to throw a couple of jump switches in here. We got 5 seconds. And rest, 30 seconds. Where are we at? 3 more moves. All right. Next one, we're gonna do push-ups again. With the push-ups, modify on your knees if you have to. No shame in that game at all. I might even do it. So we're gonna be doing chest to floor push-ups. So I'm going to show you when our time starts. In 3, 2, 1. So we're up in a strong plank. Down. Our chest touches the floor. Hands come up. Okay. Both hands. Hands back down. Push up. So we're trying not to snake that. Keep your body as stiff as possible. Okay, rest. I'm going to show you from the front as well. In 3, 2, 1. So we start in that strong plank. Down to push up. Hands come up off the ground, so your chest is definitely on the floor. Put your hands back down, and then push up. You're trying to get better at push-ups. This honestly is very difficult. Rest, but it does make you focus on keeping your core as solid as possible because you don't want to snake. Snake, you're going to start feeling it in your lower back. We're back into work. And this is not one that we need to do quick. So if you only get 2 or 3 in this 20-second time period, that's fine. I'd rather see you going through good form, not snaking. Is that, again, I don't know where we're at, but we're going back for 20 seconds more. All right, into that plank position, down to the ground, hands up, push up. And rest. Oh, so we're already done with that. I was behind, I thought we had one more. So that's pretty cool. All right, 2 more moves. This one, soccer run, super easy. So you run and you're pretending like you're kicking a soccer with the inside of your soccer. You're kicking a soccer ball inside of your foot, alternating, okay? It doesn't have to be real exaggerated high up, just down here. Just try and get rotation in those hips, knees rotating out, feet coming up. And rest. I never played soccer. So, if you think my soccer run doesn't look too good, that's why. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Feeling that in my hip flexors. It's another tight area. Hamstrings and hip flexors. Feel like no matter how much I stretch, which honestly, up until recently was not very much, I suck at stretching. I don't suck at it, I just don't like to do it, I guess I should say. I'm a phenomenal stretcher. Speaking that into existence. I'm trying to tell myself, oh, we're resting. Now we're back up. All right. I think this is our 3rd one. My PE kids will tell you, once they start talking, the counting out the window. It doesn't happen anymore. Rest. Oh, that was the 4th one. See, no idea. All right, 1 more move. Back down to the ground. We're gonna be doing sit-ups with some jabs at the top, okay? So sit up, feet on flat on the ground, roll back, roll up, punch, punch right in front of us. Control on the way down, not flinging your bodies. Time starts now. So roll up, punch, punch. Control, roll back down. Punch, punch. Keeping those feet on the floor. Okay. And I'm rolling right back into rest time. So rest, 10 seconds. Little dance party down here. All right, roll up, punch, punch, and roll back down. Punch, punch. And again, your own pace, probably faster than me. I feel like I've only done core work this week right now. At least that's what my core is telling me. Rest. Okay, that was definitely 2. So we have 2 more. I got some bug bites in my ankle. Rolling back. Roll up, punch, punch. Punch, punch. Punch, punch. Punch, punch. Punch, punch. All right. Last couple in there. After the bell, that's illegal. Last 20 seconds. All right. Roll back. Punch, punch. Punch, punch. All right. We're at 3, 2. I'm gonna try to get one more in. Oh, there we go. All right, go ahead and stay seated. Let's take our legs out wide. Okay. You do a little reach forward. Get those adductors again. Slowing down our breathing. Deep breath in and out. One more in and out. Reach over to your right side, keeping that knee. Obviously, your knee's not touching the ground with the back of your knee towards the ground. So you're feeling that full stretch. And then over to our left side. Also, I should tell you that I am not mirroring. So probably look opposite of me if you are mirroring me. I know my sides, but it's hard to teach the mirroring. I gotta work on that. Okay, feet together, butterfly. Deep breaths. Okay, then you can take your legs out front, or you can sit Indian style. You're gonna do a shoulder stretch across, pulling it down away from our ear. Let's switch sides. All right, and then let's do a tricep stretch. Get a puppy shower. Okay, all right, buddy. Switch sides. Not sure how effective my stretch is. Okay, and let's do a couple of deep breaths in. So in and out. In and out. All right. Turn my music off for a minute. Thank you for joining me today. If you are on the recording, hope you guys have a good weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye.